What is going on, everybody? We're back on it. Hunter x Hunter chapter 392. It's really happening. We're really in the live Hunter x Hunter manga era. Again, I'm just going to keep uploading these on Fridays. It looks like they come out every Sunday, so I'll be maybe like 4 or 5 days behind. You guys told me to really keep my eyes peeled to stay away from spoilers. I haven't seen anything yet as far as YouTube's not recommending me Hunter x Hunter manga stuff. Twitter's not randomly posting anything. I'm not seeing any Instagram snapshots. So far so good. Haven't had to worry about any of that. A handful of you gave me clarification on what's going on. Looks like we've got 10 chapters set to be released across the next 10 weeks. So we're going to get 1 chapter a week for the next 10 weeks, essentially taking us to the end of the year. And it looks like supposedly that's going to line up with another break. Now, Hunter x Hunter fans, you hear break, you start breaking out in hives and getting PTSD. So we don't necessarily know how long that break might be. I think I had 1 or 2 people say that he's posted that he's on like chapter 404, 405, something like that. So we know he has chapters past the allotted 10. But again, you never know. I would hope a break maybe gets us no later than early spring, if anything, summer. But I don't know how long manga breaks typically are. You know, when you go with animes, it'll be like a year or 2 years in between, something like that. So I don't know what a typical manga break is. Regardless, we'll enjoy these 10 weeks and go from there. Shit's going down. I'm hoping that maybe within this chapter or next chapter we run into some Hisoka, Crowlow, catch up with the old T-Dog and his Nen Beast and all that type of stuff. We'll see. We left off with the lower warring Mafia groups battling it out. You guys let me know that the ones that are essentially getting these Nen abilities really don't know what they're doing, and they're pretty much weaklings. And our man's rolling around with this conjuring, manipulating, I don't know what the hell, he's specialist shit. Seems kind of... It's not broken to where like, oh my god, how do you defeat? But man, that's quite the ability. So let's see what we got. Should be able to see my cursor, I hope. Should be able to. We're recording. Mic's on. Alright, we'll go ahead and do it. Soldiers, over here, do something. The shooters went that way. Get back, don't push. Calm down, everyone. Clear the way. Don't worry, everyone is safe here. I thought the murderer was caught already. There was a shootout between Mafia families, and it looks like someone was hurt. Do something about the Yakuza there. We can't even return to our rooms. One got away. There were 2 of them. They're with the guy who was wounded. Aren't there lots of people missing or dead in the lower tiers? Just rumor. Oh, wow. It's starting to really, get going here. Just rumors. The serial killer was arrested. This quarrel was strictly between Mafia families. Hey, over there. What? Oh, they see this shit going on. He's alive. We got a call and we're sent here. Are you hurt? Do you want to press charges? I'm fine. Didn't he lose a limb or something? Didn't somebody get a leg? I'm fine. We were arguing over who bumped into who, but we're cool now. We heard there were shots fired. Yes, it wasn't me. They fired at me. You're a Jayu, right? Yeah, he's a civilian. You may go. Okay, thanks. You can't attack civilians. We can't protect you if you're charged with a crime. I know. How much would you pay for info on the whereabouts of the... Oh! He seems... corrupted. So we'll see what happens with that. I was just thinking about, like, if a whole riot broke out on, like, this entire big-ass boat, like, the whole of it, like, every level, in the lower level, clearly there's more numbers of the lower level civilians, to where they could maybe overthrow just the militia guys and the military protectors holding guns. And I think, wow, man, that'd be a massive problem if, like, just the hundreds and hundreds of them bust up there to the upper levels where you have some of the higher up people. But then I think of it, This isn't just like these aren't regular people. So even if the masses made it up to the higher levels, some of these Nen abilities are just going to wipe out the masses in like one stroke. So I was concerned, like, dang, what if they just decided to overthrow? It's not normal people we're dealing with, so I don't think that overthrow they might get up a level or two, but I don't think it would be like where the princes are in danger. I don't see that ever happening. A brown paper bag, 50 million, as long as it's not bogus info. He said he'll pay him 50 million for some info on my boss. That's quite generous. The rumor of a war must be true, right? Where is she? Pay first, I'll tell you after. No can do. I'll pay after I confirm the veracity of your info. I get where you're coming from, but I'm risking my own life to sell out a Mafia boss. I can't have you making up reasons to haggle after the fact. Yeah, this dude's over here is into some corruption. Then 30 million in advance, non-negotiable. I'll take it. How do I know it's worth? I know the guy in charge of wiring for the shipbuilder. Before boarding, I heard that a worker with a big mouth got snuffed. On a hunch, I dropped a few names and he gave me a dirty look and told me to shut up. Wiring for rooms that don't exist on the floor plan. Your hideout doesn't use tricks like that, does it? He seems very interested. I'll bring the money, wait here, but you'll escort me there personally. I don't think the man's getting his money, that's just me. Alright, I'll take part. I'll take part in the police raid. The situation has been resolved. The hallway is now open. We'll provide additional security for a while. Rest assured you will all be safe. What's up with this dude? It looks like he's been possessed or some shit. Has this guy been there the whole time? On his back? What is that? Former Jayu member post-death Nen activated? Because when I saw him sitting here with this aura around him, I was like, are they about to throw hands? Like, what's this about? But then I'm sitting thinking to myself, like, this dude probably doesn't even know how to do any of this. But then I saw his aura wasn't activated, so I'm like, what's actually happening here? Was his own guy, because he said it was a Jayu, if I'm even pronouncing that right, the guy that has the post-Nen death activated is on the same side, or was on the same side of this guy, but I don't even think he can see that, can he? What the hell? Former Jayu member post-death Nen activated. Zombie Girl. The ability activated upon the death of a Misha, one who was a cleaner. Activates when a member of Zayu commits murder. Oh. So he killed, the guy here killed his buddy. It manipulates the oh, that is the one he killed. I was about to say, somebody got really hurt at the end of last chapter, but he was standing and I was like, well, there's two of them, so maybe one of them survived. No, wow. So there's a member in that group that manipulates a dead corpse after it's dead, I guess for these type of situations. I don't know what other... It manipulates the corpse until it can be quietly That's pretty damn great. My question is... I don't know the conditions on it. You gotta start really, like, getting into some serious, serious conditions. I could see this being used on the initial time of the girl dying. You know, she was a cleaner, so I guess, you know, we've always seen people's Nen kind of represent maybe personality or things that they're interested in or specialist abilities and things like that. So I'm guessing the definition of like a cleaner is her kind of disposing of a body until it's safe to be disposed of. My thing is, though, does it work every single time one of them kills a body? And can it work at multiple things at one time? Like, he's a member, right? He's a Xiaoyu member. Old Vampire Bloodbag Boy is also a Xiaoyu member. If they both are at separate points and kill somebody separate times in a crowd, and like this situation, the body cannot be disposed of, can she latch onto multiple Xiaoyu murdered bodies at a time? If she can, number one, that's busted. And then number two, how strong must her conviction be that it's working? I get it's post-Nen, but the post-Nen examples we've seen, usually only activate in that one post-Nen instance. Like, if him and her, if our guy here and her were battling him, and she died in the process, but we were able to kill him, post-Nen activates, and it helps him in this situation to get rid of this body. But then after they dispose of the body, her post-Nen is still activated to go on living after that? Have we seen that before? We're post-Nen, we're post-death Nen still goes on after it completes its initial post-death Nen activation. I don't think we've seen that before. That seems extremely busted. Because the girl's not alive. And it was probably used initially when she died, but the fact that it's activated every single time for a member. Man, y'all got some serious shit going on over there. Wow, okay. Oh, another one. Where? That way. Right. Are you Hisoka? I look like Hisoka to you. What? Is your name Hisoka? Who's... No, you've got the wrong... Bro! I just told you I wasn't, but I mean, she's got that ability. Might as well use it, right? What was that for? Are you okay? He's not him. Next. We're calling the police. Yeah, seems like... Oh, so they're just doing that. They're just going around people just testing them. I mean, it's getting definite answers. Xiaoyu is looking for someone. Get in our way and you're dead. If you've got a problem with this, go to our hideout on Tier 4. I'm sure they'll compensate you. She seems awfully cocky. She seems awfully cocky. And I'm trying to remember... It's been years. Where do the Mafia... bosses and levels and groups rank among the princes? Like, do they have pull like that? Can they go toe-to-toe with, like, military and princes and that kind of royalty thing? Maybe from a Nen ability perspective, because anybody could have an ability that's just that busted. But I'm just saying, from an overall power perspective, they don't have the same type of pull, do they? If she just somehow mistakenly, like, got into it with a prince, like, that spells trouble for her, correct? I don't know. Oh, another one this way. Say, here's a thought. Why don't we skip the ones who obviously aren't Hisoka? Clearly, I mean, some of these just aren't going to be it just by looking. And I know it's like, clearly we can't do that because you never know who could be, but we can start whittling it down, no? We don't know what kind of ability he has. What if his ability lets him shrink? Makes this plant mute, doesn't it? True. You never know. Who is... Is this Hisoka with his hair down? He looks like a cross between... Let me make sure this is still playing. Good. He looks like a cross between... Kakashi... the dudes... I don't remember the guy's name from... Oh god, what's the anime even called? I couldn't tell you. Gojo? Hisoka with his hair down? It's hard to tell without the color if that's Hisoka, but I'm seeing the kind of spade here, the heart on his back. I think this is Hisoka. Why give this random a whole panel, right? And that also could pass for Crollo with his hair down, too. She's got to punch him. It looks like her ability didn't work. Now, can you stop her ability by channeling Nen to the spot that she's going to punch? That way so her Nen doesn't emit through you? I don't know. Did we just kill her? What the hell happened? I didn't see what his hand did here. Oops, sorry. That was a reflex. Oh, did he grab her hand? I can't tell what he did. They're not showing me the other side. So what do you want? He's far more powerful than Lynch. I don't know who Lynch is. Is Lynch the specialist conjurer, changing the inanimate objects into animals? This pressure, more importantly, this overwhelming aura, he's the real deal. You're Hisoka, right? I guess you didn't hear me. I thought I was the one asking the questions here. The girl's dead. I mean, when she's walking around like this, just dick swinging out, you got a problem with this, take it up with our head. Alright. You'll get yours. Looks like she got hers. Alright, so it's good to see that, like, you know, these Mafia members, they do have Nen users that are pretty strong, and if they're going against other Mafia members that don't have it, or a handful, like, they're gonna get their way, but... And again, I don't know what all they have in their storage of Nen users, but... You know, sometimes power is power, and she was not ready for that shit. I'm going to take it as she's dead. I don't know, actually, couldn't tell you. We don't know the details, but the Mafia's looking for you. If you want to know more, you're welcome to come with us. It's so creepy, his look, because it's like such a generic look, but I know who it is, so I'm trying to picture Hisoka. It's weird to see that he's like the man's in hiding, correct? Like, he is on the run. Is he, are we that scared? I'm not trying to throw, I mean, clearly he doesn't win. He doesn't win if he somehow gets cornered by all of them, all the spiders remaining, including Crow. Like, he just doesn't win. But it's like, dang, we gotta go to that. But it's like, you started, I don't know. The Hisoka thing's so stupid. not him in general, but lately I've been getting the itch to watch Hunter x Hunter fight clips on YouTube. I think a couple hours before this, I was watching the Krollo vs. Zoldix in the York New City stuff. Was watching some of the palace invasion stuff. Regardless, you know, people go to war in comment sections. I'll just scroll through the comments to see, and you've got like the Hisoka fanboys against the Krollo fanboys, and talking about, like, you know, Krollo would never stand a chance if he didn't have prep time and ideal location and yada yada. Then it's like, well, Hisoka wanted him to do that, so it's like, how can you blame Krollo when Hisoka wanted him to prepare and make it the best fight, and now Hisoka's all tight and upset that he got his ass beat. Now he's just going on spiteful rage and killing spree. So the whole thing is like, Hisoka wanted this. He's been trying to fight Krollo. The whole reason he identified as a fake spider was to get the chance to fight Krollo. Gets what he wants, gets his ass beat, and now he's just over here killing, and now he's over here on the run. And the whole situation is like, you put yourself in this situation. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Blood Boy's scared. There were a bunch of shootings in the plaza in Area B, or is that E? It looks like Area E. Soldiers shooting each other, Xiaoyu having a fight with civilians, stuff like that. Well, I wouldn't be so sure that was a civilian. Were you able to ask anyone in the military? Thanks for the business. There's a gag order in effect. It's going to be an all-out war, right? Though the foot soldiers sent to the lower decks will talk for the right price, but then again, the information may be worthless. Yeah, on a different note, do you happen to sell any autograph boards? What, are you out of your mind? I don't have space for stuff like that. I only carry stuff that desperate people would pay 10 times the suggested retail price for. What do you think that's worth? Right now, I'd pay 100 times the price. Booze, cigarettes, painkillers, ingredients for illegal drugs, and other implements, addictive substances. Yeah, it's not something you'll usually need. Should I use something else? No, wait. No place on tier 3 from the malls to the black market is going to carry something like that. An autograph board? What is that? If I'm going to ask, I'd want it on a proper autograph board. Oh, like he actually wants an autograph. That's what we're talking about here? I don't want him to think I grabbed whatever I had on hand. An autograph board has a special meaning here. Asking them to sign my shirt would show passion in it. Who is this dude? Work with someone, but not in this situation because I have the time to get greedy before I ask. If you really need one, you should find a dealer at a general store on tier 1. There's dealers for stuff like that, for sure. Sure are. If it's not on the ship, they'll bring it from shore. Ooh. Give them info on what you want, and they'll deliver it, if he can even get to tier 1. It's a service only for the wealthy, but try finding that dealer. The deadline for ordering on the last air shipment is day 14 of the voyage. The deadline via high-speed boat is 3 days prior. Something small could be sent separately via drone, so the deadline could be stretched. Well, it's about who you know and how much you pay. Shopping via last drone, current world, delivered by cargo drones. Yeah. Thanks. Over 6'2" with a sinister vibe. Xiaoyu had a skirmish in the area E Plaza. I'll find Hisoka and ask for an autograph board as the reward. Ah. Seems to be Hinridge. Let's go to Area E. 4 days until the deadline. Well. You guys stick around and gather more information from here to Area C. Then go back to the office and let the troupe know. Yes, sir. So the Xiaoyu we clearly see. Like, this is them running around, right? The High L or whatever, are they they're the ones with... Oh, hell. Is that the one with the girl giving out Nen? Or is that a completely separate thing? I'm pretty sure she's a completely separate thing too, right? Then we've got Xiaoyu, High L, she's giving out shit. We got the Phantom Troupe, we got the print... I think so. This is quite a sticky situation. I thought the Phantom Troupe would split up once they started their search on Tier 4, but as long as they're holed up in the office, I can't move freely. The High L assassins already marked the office. If they decide to just wait for him there, they have a keen sense for combat. They sniffed out the firing grounds between the 3 Kakin Mafia families without any prior information, and the 3 of them agreed that the key to reaching Hisoka was using assassins. They're a cool-headed pack of predators who won't divide their attention. It'll be difficult for us to trick or manipulate them into action, so we should let Hiel Helai deal with the spiders. We should focus on finding Hisoka. The troupe is looking for Hisoka in order to kill him. Once that's done, they'll head to Tier 1 for whatever treasure they're after. The situation will change depending on what it is. There are too many unknowns at the moment. Get rid of them one by one. Hisoka first. If the civilian who fought Xiaoyu was Hisoka, they beat us to him. But that's still the second best outcome. Hinrig would be on the same page as us. Use Hisoka to crush Hiel and the troupe to maintain balance. Okay. The priority is finding Hisoka. Dang, everybody is on the lookout for this man. So you know what's going to happen. Nobody's going to successfully kill him. Clearly, at least none of these groups. If he does die, which I don't know if he dies. Seems like too much of a fan favorite to kill at the moment. And I'm just thinking from a grander scheme of things, like, I don't want it to happen. Truly, I don't. And that was one of the things that I actually enjoyed about the anime was Gon sacrificing that ability to ever use Nen again to get the goal that he wanted. I was going to be really upset if they used Aluka to just give him his life and abilities back, because it tarnishes the moment. And I don't want Gon to... He can be in the story, I just don't want him to get his abilities back, because again, it tarnishes the moment in the story. But I could see keeping Hisoka alive for maybe Gon and Hisoka to get that battle that he wanted. I don't know. I hope not. Regardless, I don't see Hisoka dying anytime soon. We don't even know how many of them there are. They might use Nen, so don't go alone. Hisoka is dangerous. He was a floor master at the Heavens Arena. If you find him, let me know, and don't approach until I get there. Once Heinrich or I succeed in negotiations with Hisoka, we move to the next phase. We watch from afar as the Troupe and Highlight hack away at each other. If Hisoka is capable of crushing the Troupe, it would be easier to let them duke it out. But from the clips of the Heavens Arena, it looked like Hisoka enjoys creating unfavorable circumstances for himself on purpose. Yes! He did it on purpose! This is a group of highly unpredictable people. Alright, we caught up with the Troupe. Everyone's hanging out, security cams being watched. Nothing unusual. Hey, we should get Franklin and split into pairs. Then we could take turns searching outside. I think he'd refuse. He hates confined spaces. Then I'll team with Franklin, and you guys stay here. Yeah, go get Big Franklin's ass. Is true, enemy hard to come here if 3 of us on alert. But no point if we run out of patience before them. The search party's back. Hold on, I'm coming in. Wait, don't. The Troupe, they're coming. What the heck is that? That jerk, he could launch a sneak attack if he wanted to. He's just toying with us. Over there, the search party's back. Who is... Oh, okay. That's us busting through the wall here. That's our man here, correct? Did he just put his arm through the wall? Someone's banging on this. And then he's going to open it. Someone comes from the back room and says, the Troupe, they're coming. Wait, don't. What the heck is that? And he's banging, and then he just... This is him winding up his shit and just blowing a hole through the wall, correct? Okay, I'm trying to see. I couldn't tell if the Troupe was in the room with them. That jerk, he could launch a sneak attack if he wanted to. He's just toying with us. Over here, the search party's back. Hey. And they've been taken. If they can't use an N, I guess it doesn't matter how many there are on alert. What? Where's everyone? You stay in there. Keep the door locked. Check on the search party. Let us know if anything happens. Okay. Oh, that isn't them! Wait, is it? Who the hell's the one busting through the wall? It's not like you. It's not like you at all. You guys could wipe out Char, bust down that door, and slaughter all the loaded rotten scoundrels in the upper tiers, couldn't you? Aren't you behaving yourselves a bit too much? I'm kind of disappointed. Slaughter, that's stupid. This isn't the apocalypse. What do you know about us anyway? The wiki page says you're diabolical thieves, but I guess it was an exaggeration. Want me to edit your entryway for you? Sure, go ahead. Just say we show no mercy to dudes who tick us off. Who is this? Do I know this face? I apologize if a lot of these people that we ran into 2 to 3 years ago, but I have no idea who this is. I thought this was Hisoka for a second. This face looks very like Hisoka-ish in this opening here. I'm guessing this is just someone that wants to come take out the Troupe, correct? So the guy that punches the hole in the door here, this... Is that this same person here, correct? I thought it was Sphinx. This is Sphinx's ass, correct? I don't even know if I have all their names remembered and down. I need to refresh. I thought that was him busting in here. Hold on, I'm coming in. Hold on, I'm coming. Wait, don't. The Troupe, they're coming. What the heck is that? That jerk, he could launch a sneak attack if he wanted to. He's just toying with us. Okay, so that was all happening in the same room. They're all looking at these monitors, correct? The Troupe is in the same room with people that have all these monitors. Yes? Yes, I think so. So everybody here was on the same page, minus the one person busting through the wall. Okay, cool. I think we got that down. Seeing the Hisoka, in the kind of just laid back kind of suit and tie, and you could tell it's him. The man's got the damn spade zipper and the heart on the back. He is public enemy number 1 on this entire ship, to the point of like, can he even survive this? Because even though he bungee gummed some shit together, isn't he still missing like a foot and an arm? So the man's still going to be more powerful than most, but not more powerful than all, and definitely not more powerful than all, given just given his state. Now, this was a massive argument. Still might be a thing of Post and Nen coming back to life. Hisoka did die. He did come back to life. Now, there was the argument of, like, is he stronger? Because, you know, that conviction you have post-death can be stronger than alive. That's why it's given the death, but he's alive. So I remember this was a massive argument, and I don't think it ever got answered. It's just kind of what side of the fence are you on? You could say that maybe his overall Nen is stronger because it is the post-death, and he's got that conviction coming back from. But him physically is also weakened from his fight. So maybe it balances out. Maybe he did come back with stronger Nen, but he's also physically not what he was. So maybe it balances. I don't know. It's a question for a different day. Regardless, I mean, he was the highlight of the chapter. There's just so many group names and stuff going on. What I need is, I don't want to Google. Well, there shouldn't be any spoilers on. I'm caught up, so maybe I could Google search it. Maybe I will do that. Maybe it might be easier for you guys to just write it in the comments. Can I get one good comment on the breakdown of the groups? Give me the Xiaoyu, the High L, whatever other moving pieces. I just need to know, like, how many groups and how many factions are we looking at here? Because I think there's the Xiaoyu, the High L, High Lai. There's the girl that's giving out Nen abilities for free 99, and you've got the spiders, and you've got the princes, and you've got the military faction. I'm trying to see, like, who all is working with, opposing who all's going after Hisoka. I need that, like, big Venn diagram web thing connected. I might try to Google it if I can get to it before Sunday, because I don't want to be spoiled for Sunday's chapter. If I look up Hunter x Hunter manga stuff and I just have chapter 393 come up and I haven't even read it yet. But if someone can break that down for me and explain it to me like I'm 5 years old, that would be pretty good to go. And I don't think that guy busting through, is that someone we've seen before? Not 100%, but we'll go ahead and leave it there. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, subscribe as always.